Whoa! Is that Borderlands?
Welcome to Cologne, Germany, a place with a storied past playing host to gaming's future.
Nice.
For the next week, this 2,000-year-old
What's up, Abs Ellie? How are you guys doing?
Hundreds of thousands of fans, media, developers, and publishers converge at the largest gaming convention in the world, Gamescom.
What a bunch of nerds.
Yes! Hey! Welcome to a very special Inside Xbox, where tonight we are jam-packed with an amazing live studio audience, announcements, premieres, debuts, and interviews live from right here in beautiful Cologne, Germany!
Ooh.
We've got new games coming to Xbox Game Pass and graduating from Xbox Game Preview. They grow up so fast, don't they, Greg? Plus, we welcome our friends at Bungie back to the Xbox stage to talk Destiny 2.
Destiny 2.
Tonight we're putting
All
out
right.
three hitters with news from Borderlands 3, NBA 2K20, and Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, as well as a steamy Age of Empires 2.
Sorry, what's
Steamy?
steamy?
It's gotta be steamy.
Hello.
Benny, please.
Plus 2 of games
Okay, what are we most excited to see here?
John Romero.
What are we thinking is our most anticipated title?
First, gameplay reveal of Empire of Sin.
Nice.
And finally, keep those eyes peeled and that browser open for the collision of heroes taking down the Swarm one wave at a time. It's of course the world premiere of Gears 5 Horde mode.
Horde mode! Horde mode!
What a show! And listen, I'm so excited to share it with all you on stage. I'm so excited to share it with all of you in the room, and I'm so excited to share it with all of you at home as well. Soon we'll be sitting down with Randy Varnell from Gearbox to talk Borderlands 3.
Yes.
Yeah, but in just a minute. But first of all, let's kick this show off right.
Okay, okay.
And the way we kick shows off is with a world premiere trailer.
Premiere.
Yeah?
Premiere.
Let's do this.
We've been practicing.
Borderlands?
It's the 90s found footage phenomenon that revolutionized.
Oh no,
the
it's
horror
Blair
genre
Witch.
And single-handedly made standing in the corner super creepy.
I mean, I feel like it was kind of creepy already, great, but...
I know what.
Yeah, right,
I know what.
absolutely. Okay.
Exclusive, right here on Inside Xbox. This is the latest trailer for Blair Witch.
There are mistakes we fear and wrongs that haunt us. But the worst
I'm into this.
are the sins we choose to forget.
Lionsgate
Ellis
Games.
to base. Bullet picked up a scent.
He's been through a lot.
Just like you. Sir, I'm not gonna screw this up. Not this time.
You guys know these woods are cursed, right?
Ellis, I can't do this anymore.
They mess with people's heads.
Ellis, listen to me.
No!
You know you're in no shape to play the hero.
Hey, don't talk to me like I'm crazy.
Greetings, my beloved listeners. Today's question is...
Did you see her? When you looked into their eyes, did you see her?
What have you done, Ellis?
All right.
These woods made me remember. Now there's no way back.
August 30th? Oh shit!
I mean, I'm super excited to play this game, but I genuinely don't think I can do it alone.
I need to write that down. That's like right now, Willie.
Hit me up on Twitter. Anyway, as a worldwide event like Gamescom brings fans face to face with some of their favorite games. And do you know, Leah, what else does that?
I want to say unicorns, maybe.
I mean, close. But like a mythical beast of burden, Xbox Game Pass delights fans of all ages. And today we are saddling up a unicorn. Is this The Witcher 3? This was age appropriate for another big announcement. Since E3, more than 22 games have been added to the PC catalogue, including Shadow of War, Undertale, Blazing Chrome, Nightcall, and the Banner Saga 3.
And that is right. You also told us you want even more games because why wouldn't you?
Oh, she's got a Cuphead shirt on.
And a new group of games joining the Xbox Game Pass corral. Coming to Game Pass PC, Game Pass Console, and Game Pass Ultimate on August the 22nd, Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's the immersive action RPG.
I need to finish that one.
That begs the question, Julia, what would you do if a tyrannical medieval king murdered your entire family?
Go out to dinner. Alone.
We've all got our ways of dealing with things. Joining Game Pass that same day, it's the wildly frenetic Smash 'em Up 8 Out.
Yes, then it's the return of an iconic dungeon crawler.
Another Conker's Bad Fur Day.
In Exile Entertainment.
After Alien Isolation, I need my horror fix. Oh yeah.
On August 27th.
Dude, Alien was so good.
3 days later, the horror game we just saw, Blair Witch, arrives on August 30th. I can't take it anymore.
That's insane. How is Blair Witch already here?
But wait, and you won't have to. There's more.
That's right. We've got 3 games launching into Xbox Game Pass today. That's today. So
Today is today. Okay.
Edition, the best-selling real-time strategy game now in 4K, is joining Game Pass for PC. And joining Xbox Game Pass for consoles this very day, Stellaris, the epic space 4X grand strategy.
Stellaris, they have had a lot.
Quick-witted 60 frames per second combo tactic demon slaying is your jam. And why wouldn't it be? Because you know,
I have this game too. I need to finish Devil May Cry.
Because starting today, Devil May Cry 5 joins in the Game Pass.
In the Game Pass.
Absolutely amazing. Plus, for a limited time, join or upgrade to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. The first 2 months for only $2, €2, £2.
Everybody does look a little too excited. But that's alright. That's alright. It's Xbox.
Better manage and find your Game Pass titles and DLC all in one handy place. Remember, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate gets you Game Pass for PC, Game Pass for console, and Xbox Live Gold, including access to the Ultimate Edition of Gears 5, which includes 4-day early access.
I mean, there's a lot of things that we're calling Ultimate, and the way I look at it is just even the name itself is like saying, do you want a taco, or would you want the ultimate taco?
A taco? Or would you like the ultimate taco?
Right.
Taco! Oh my god.
E3. We've been listening closely to fans on how to make the PC gaming experience even better. So check out the Xbox Wire right after the show for details on new updates to the Xbox app for Windows 10, which are going to be coming very, very soon to you.
Ooh, but believe it or not, we are not done yet. Starting today, Dell Alienware Arena members can claim a free 30-day Xbox Game Pass PC beta code. New and existing Dell Alienware Arena members, head over to the link below for more information.
That's right. And lastly, we're nearly there, guys. We are happy to announce that Human Fall Flat, the quirky physics-based puzzle platformer and Game Pass classic title, has new free DLC for both PC and console coming very, very soon. Ooh. The Steam update, comes direct from the mind of the game's creators and is slated to hit consoles and PCs in late August. For more on the free DLC, why don't we check this out?
It is late August. WTF, right? Man, I've always wanted to play this. This looks like fun. Like, I own this game. I just haven't bothered with it. Yeah, it's definitely a good game with friends. It's not to be played alone. 27th of August.
Looks absolutely manic.
I don't know about you, but that kind of just reminds me of like trying to make like a cup of tea when you come home really late at night, and then there's just things fall over.
And you're also wearing
There's steam
oven gloves.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Cup of tea.
We've got much more in store, including that first look at Gears 5 Horde mode. But first, Age of Empires fans, listen up. Because Age Definitive Edition coming to Game Pass isn't the only Age news we've got for you today.
No, to find out more, we're going to toss it over to our Wololo and Chief Charlie.
Toss it over.
Wololoing over there, I
Thank you, Julia, and a wall to everyone around.
We're
It
selling
seemed like only yesterday
caps.
the Age of Empires franchise burst onto the real-time strategy scene, and since then, it's become a worldwide fan favorite. Ever since the announcement of Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition,
Right.
the anticipation has been building faster than an Aztec civilization on Arabia. But if, like me, you can't wait to get your hands on the remastered Age 2 Definitive Edition, your wait is almost over. Because today, we're happy to announce that it's launching November 14th for PC and Xbox Game Pass for PC, and it's available to pre-order right now. But don't worry, for those who play Age 2 on Steam, never fear. Our friends over at Valve are offering a 25% discount to upgrade to the Definitive Edition. And if you need any more reason to get in on the remastered fun, Age 2 Definitive Edition will feature cross-platform and cross-play functionality, cross-Steam.
Look at
and
all these
Windows 10 Store.
games.
Plus,
Woo!
did I mention there's also a bonus campaign? It's called
Metro
The Last Hunt, and it
Exodus?
includes
What
4
are they
new
gonna talk
civilizations
about with
that will
Metro
work.
Exodus?
The game's
I'm
massive
curious.
all the expansions, and the Steam
Ah.
crossplay. Did anyone else here order the cheesesteak Jimmy's? Did you order it? Yeah. We're having one after the show.
Wow, you guys are weird.
And remember, if you want to play Age of Empires Definitive Edition right now, it's available today on Xbox Game Pass for PC and Steam. But we can't just sit here and dwell on what I'll be doing in November. No. Now it's time to toss over to Benny, who might just have the cutest Gears of War assignment ever. Benny, what's happening?
Charlie, I'm not gonna lie, it is the cutest thing in the world, but it's hard to tell, right? If you're talking about me,
I could really
or,
care
of
less
course,
about
the
this
Funko
Funko Pop
because,
Gears of War
you won't
game.
have to choose for long. As today, we're excited to announce that Gears Pop will be available starting August 22nd, which is amazing. August
Everything's
22nd,
coming out in
we have
like
Gears
3
Pop.
days.
Right? This adorable free-to-play title will be available on iOS, Android, drumroll please, Windows 10. Plus, with game progress synced across all your devices with your Microsoft account, some of us can finally realize our dream playing Gears Pop at the office, right? Which they finally won't be able to tell me off for. Which is
No one
brilliant.
cares!
And fans of free stuff, right? Free stuff. Right?
He ain't that cute.
Listen up, make sure you're logged into your Microsoft account and watching this fancy program on mixer.com/Xbox to receive a free in-game Gears Pop.
I feel like these guys are on way too much like caffeine or something.
Build and upgrade your squad.
Guys, I got something exciting to tell you about today. Oh my god, it's
But
crazy.
to hold you over until then, check this out.
What is this? Where's the big games? This is the opposite of Gears of War. Gears of War is not cute. No blood.
Now from Lancers to layups, we've got NBA 2K news to share. And
Oh no, they're gonna talk about sports! No!
please welcome the tallest guy in the room, although we can't verify it because he's sitting down. It's Josh Hart at the New Orleans Pelicans.
I
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, really good.
same as all the previous NBA 2K.
Stage. I mean, the game looks amazing, but before we kind of get into that, we actually have your overall rating for the game. Would you like to really awkwardly for us to
Yeah.
reveal it
Yeah,
now?
let's-
What do you think? What was it last year? Can you remember?
I have no idea.
Okay.
No idea.
Are you ready to hear what his overall rating is? All right, let's reveal it, please. Ba-boom! So only 6.
Nah.
Is that better than last
Oh,
year?
that wow, that's like so rude. Like you're only a 76. He doesn't play the game, obviously. That's fucked up. He doesn't play the game.
It's weird. I don't know. For me, I don't really care too much about it. But 2K, I would like for it to be a little bit higher. But
If you could just pass that on.
Yeah, I'll just pass it on to. But I played Hurt last year, so that's gonna be my excuse for myself.
Did better, so?
Yeah, you know, I got better. So it's all about improvements every year, you know.
Exactly the point. You should see how footballers in the UK react with.
No, that's
Football in the UK.
So, as a gamer yourself, like, what kind of games do you actually like playing? What did you play growing up?
Do a bunch of cocaine and hit a ball around.
FIFA. Those are the two games that
Bring
really
out
got me
rapper
into it.
Drake and call it a
And
day.
Fortnite.
I don't know why they
Fortnite.
think NBA 2K is going to be an exciting. This is the least exciting interview right
I
now.
play with like Larry Nance Jr., who used to be.
I feel like he doesn't want to be here,
Cavaliers now.
and everybody's just waiting for a better game.
I got to get my new.
Look, none of those people, none of these people here are excited. None of them.
Now, so I'm gonna have to
No, not one smile. Okay, creepy guy in the vest. That's a different thing.
So I'm gonna have to see if he can do that.
Well, I think Jeff is he's hoping he's doing the opening night. Yeah.
I liked it. Don't get
We'll
me wrong,
definitely
I
check
did
that
like
out
it.
if we can.
But I think the thing that happened with me, I played Fortnite first.
Yep.
So that I think that what kind of got me, and then I'm not. I think I was getting my butt kicked in PUBG when I first started.
So that's why you.
So I was like, you know what, I gotta go back.
Duly noted. I do believe you actually got something for us. You brought us a little treat, a little trailer, I believe.
Yeah, no. So I'm very excited to introduce the first trailer of the NBA 2K My Career Story. And that was exclusively produced by LeBron James and Spring Hill Entertainment. Has a bunch of Hollywood star power. So I'm very excited about that. Hope you guys are excited about that trailer as I am and that game as I am. So,
oh yes, well, thank you so much for joining us. And in the immortal words of sportscaster Warner Wolf, let's go to videotape, but don't press play because it's the past.
Jay, Coach said you were being held out for a violation of team rules. Care to comment?
It ain't easy watching your brother fall like that, but hey, this is what we work for, all right?
Look, Jay, Coach took my scholarship, man.
I've been your advisor for 4 years. If you really want them to hear you, you've got to be willing to sacrifice.
It was a choice.
You chose to sit out.
I chose to stand up.
Whatever point you think you're making, son, now is not the time. You are the captain of this team.
Wait, is that? No, it's not. Is that Idris Elba? What is he doing?
You were 3 months from graduating, Jay. You are letting them win.
Really, I just wanted to help out my teammate, man.
Tournament ends, suddenly everything gets real.
If you and I want to try and make it into the league, I can't have
He's loser!
So you sure this agent knows what he has in you? I mean,
Yeah, why is he some sports fucking... What is he doing?
Whoa, what's up, Kimber?
Idris, you're better than this.
Gentlemen, I'm your trainer for the next couple months.
These next few days, he has a chance to really impress.
You're not some coach.
handles all of LeBron's off-court opportunities.
Is that Mark Cuban? Why is Mark Cuban in this game?
I want you to get out there and get us to stop.
Those were your decisions.
Feel that? That's the anxiety, all right? Use it.
Our success hinges on authenticity.
Ernie Hudson? What is
Really giving athletes a voice to become more than an athlete.
It took me a while to understand the opportunity that I was given.
If you want it bad enough, if you're willing to sacrifice, it will find you.
I have a private fridge stocked with kombucha in my trailer if you'd be interested.
Nah, I think we're good. Yeah, we'll just catch you later.
Okay.
Huh? Wow. Cringe. He doesn't even know about sports that aren't soccer. I know, like, how much does Idris know about basketball?
This time from just a small title called Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon
Cancel this now.
Live the life of a true ghost stranded behind enemy lines in this latest installment in the Ghost Recon franchise. But of course, we wouldn't just leave it there. This is Inside Xbox after all. So today, we're excited to show you the first glimpse.
Okay, not Jazzy. Let's move it along.
Multiplayer experience. Check this out.
When facing your own kind, your skills alone are not enough. True warriors know when the smoke clears, they will be.
Don't care about multiplayer. Weather effects look good. Ooh.
But in the heat of the battle, shit, I'll take care of it. It's only by working as a team that you can rise.
Oh, that's kind of cheap. Healing drone.
Gotcha.
Oh no, it's a battle. Come on. William is down. Yep. That is William right there. Don't want another battle royale. We don't want to.
Are you ready, ghosts?
No. I don't. Just want to play co-op. Yeah, don't do this. Don't. We don't need more battle royales. Quit it.
Let's recap. That's a new
There's
PvP
plenty.
mode with intense tactical matches, an extensive shared progression system, and dedicated servers. Double plus bonus, a battle royale style circle encroaching on the battlefield. Find out when Ghost War
This needs to stop.
full game. Plus, if you
Hey, I'm very hyped for Ghost Recon, but that's such a dumb move.
Now to the latest from.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Hope you guys. Oh wait, it's Borderlands. Just kidding, we're back with something you actually like. Borderlands 3 Battle Royale.
Okay. Well, joining me now is managing producer for narrative at Gearbox, Randy Varnell. Welcome to Inside Xbox.
This is Europe as well.
Yeah. But Randy, that's enough of the pleasantries. I'm grilling you today. Okay, we're gonna get real serious for a very, very serious game.
Very serious.
Yeah, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so the first thing I need to say is for people who have been not so patiently waiting for the new Borderlands series, what can we expect from the stories and where can new fans jump in?
Well, you know, it's been
New
7
fans
years
can
since
just
Borderlands
jump
2,
in.
And Borderlands 3
Not
is
hard.
a continuation of that story that started. Actually, this is the 10-year anniversary of the release of Borderlands 1. It came out in 2009.
It's been 10 years. Oh.
3 carries on that tradition. It's a continuation of the story. At the end of Borderlands 2, he left off with a map to the stars, the vault map, talking about new places that vaults will be scattered across the universe. So Borderlands 3, our players get to jump in the roles of new vault hunters.
What can we? We pushed it back to next year.
In the universe. So for the first time ever in the Borderlands universe, we're going to get off of Pandora and get to other places and hunt down those treasures hidden away in those secret alien vaults.
Okay, well, we'll come back to the planets later because you did mention
So
Vault
new
Hunters. From my
planets.
experience, that's always the first thing you do with Borderlands, right?
Kinda like Destiny,
so
huh?
We saw Flak. Can you tell us more about the Beastmaster's abilities?
I'm so excited to talk about Flak.
I can tell. You're literally shaking.
I am. Flak has been the character that I've been playing the most recently as we kind of prepared the game and got it ready to ship.
I don't know. I haven't really played much since Borderlands 2. I played only a little bit.
Necromancer who had
Ellie
a lot of
Sipsky.
people love that. Flak, we are happy to talk about, is a pure pet class. Flak has a choice between 3 different animals that that Flak can call out. He's got a jabber, which is kind of a monkey.
I mean, the
with a
frame
gun.
rate looks
There's a
really
spider
good,
ant,
though.
And then a skag that just rolls around
And
and,
it's
does.
been confirmed we can pet the skag.
You can pet the skag. And
I mean, it is nice to have like a newer, higher definition entry.
Which pet that you want. And then,
I'm not even a Borderlands fan, so I
a
don't.
lot of different ways to customize.
I don't
and
know where
make
to go
that
with
character
this.
Your own, right? So not only do you get to choose which pet, but Flak gets to choose on top of that.
So
which
that's a
action skill
silenced
you use.
revolver
Flak has one where you can supercharge the pet.
that he
So if
fans
pet's
the
out
hammer
doing things,
on.
you can, it's called Gamma Burst. You can make the pet kind of
Nice.
swell up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get all swole. Go take down other things. Flak can also do a thing called Rack Attack, where he literally pulls rack. We call it rack, pocket rack. He pulls rack from his pockets
Just
of
like,
flying creatures, right? And they run out.
Borderlands is a lot
Flak
like
also has
Doom.
a stealth type of ability. So if you like to let your pets do the action, you want to hang back and kind of play there. Flak can kind of ghost out of existence and
The
then let
before
pets
still
do all the
looks
work.
better than this.
That against some bad guys
They
and
just
what
focus
Borderlands
on
was about some bad
combat.
guys. And in
Doom
this
works
one,
though,
we've got the
yeah.
Calypso twins. So can you tell me exactly how big, big and very bad and
I mean,
scary
the game graphically doesn't really have
we
to
had a great
evolve
Handsome
much
Jack
because
who
of the
thought
art
you, the
style.
player, were bandits. He just calls you bandits the whole time. Well, the bandits are kind of this wild mix.
So I
of
feel like
enemies
it's always
across
gonna look
Pandora that are never
kinda
really
the
been
same.
unified and all of that. Well, the Calypsos are big and bad enough that they have finally unified all the bandit clans on Pandora and have rebranded. them
I
the
might
Children
pick
of the
this
Vault.
up, but I'm
COV. You'll see
I'm
the
not a
signs
big
everywhere.
fan.
And the way they do that is the Calypso twins are streamers.
They're live streamers.
They're streamers.
I've never met one of those.
That's
before.
terrible.
No one in mind when
Oh,
we
no,
made
definitely
the
not.
Calypso twins. But no, seriously, we asked with the Calypso twins, what would happen if our super awesome live streamers that have, tons of fans decided to militarize their fan base?
Use that
and have them-
influence.
That's
right,
terrible.
use that. So the Calypso twins kind of want the same thing you want. They want the vault. So from the very
Such a
beginning of
terrible
Borderlands
idea.
3, the Calypso twins are going to be in your face. They're going to be trying to stop you.
No
on that
game
hunt
that
to the vaults
involves
to get
streamers
kind of
in
off
it
the planet
is-
to the other vaults. And,
It was annoying
in a
having
similar
that
fashion,
streamer
we're gonna be
girl in
recording
Spider-Man.
putting those streams back in there, and
Oh
we're gonna
my
ask
gosh.
you all to like, follow, and obey as you follow the cult of the God Queen Tyrene and her brother Troy as they hunt for the vaults in front of you. So really cool enemies. I think people are gonna really enjoy them.
So
But,
I
man,
am the
they are-
villain. Nice, right?
And now we're going to have to wrap in a second, but I did want to come back to the planets. In one word,
Sure.
How big is this game?
This game
Stop
is
this
huge.
now. What's going
It's
on?
definitely
Black.
bigger than Borderlands.
Borderlands never look good. Oh,
We
dang.
haven't used exact numbers yet because we want to hold out some.
Yeah, you like the
surprises.
supernatural stuff? That's our default.
Right. Well, we've already talked about you start on
The default
Pandora, which
stuff.
we've been before, and there's some good gameplay there. We've talked about Promethea, which is the big city planet, a big urban area with huge buildings. There's a big corporate war going on between two of our big corporations, Maliwan and Atlas. And then we've also talked to E3 about Eden 6, a big swampy jungle planet, I call it, space floor.
Remember when Watch Dogs 2 had edgy hacker characters? God help us. Yeah, I wouldn't.
And there might be even some more surprises around the corner. But
That's why I like the first Watch Dogs. It was more serious and it was gritty and dark,
Thank you so
you know?
much, Randy, for being here. And remember, in case anyone in the room has forgotten,
if you got it.
This is all for you. Yeah, Borderlands launches on Xbox One on September 13th. But from the game with all of the loot to a game that also has
Watch
quite a lot
Dogs
of loot,
3.
it's time to talk
I'm
about
a
PUBG.
little on the
But
fence
before we
because
go
I
into it,
didn't
let's
like
check
how
out
goofy
another
Watch
world
Dogs
premiere.
2 got.
This is PUBG Season 4.
Gross. People still play this game? Hot takes. Hot takes! Nobody wants PUBG. Yeah, like Legion looks good. And it looks like fun. But, I don't know. I want to see what the story's like. Because I'm tired of every game turning into Saints Row and just getting wacky and... Like, I want serious plot, interesting. You know, there's the fear of technology. You can work with that. But just being a bunch of goofball hackers, you know... It doesn't make sense. It's not appealing to me. So even the wackiness of Borderlands is kind of a turn off for me. So that's why I'm on Borderlands. I'm halfway. So I might give it a try.
From ID Productions, Senior Director Chris Charla. Guys, welcome to the show. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, Kizone, we just saw
Go play Kingdom
the
Hearts.
season 4 trailer.
I want serious plots that I can understand.
We've upgraded Erangel with the higher visual fidelity,
Clarification.
including some major landmarks such as Meta Power and the
Is there a
military
fast
base.
forward button?
And also, everyone will be able to see what has happened to the Erangel
Unlike
with the
PUBG.
trenches and Camunet and the blast mark on the ground. And also, there is some secret place that you can find some clue what happened at there. Even with all these changes, it's still Erangel. We know that everyone loved the Erangel, so we try hard to keep this unique feeling.
Yeah, I personally cannot wait to explore the new areas again and find those secrets. This is going to be so cool to find.
I'll find those secrets before I get absolutely
Season
murdered.
4 also introduces Survival Pass 4 Aftermath, which allows
I don't
players to
understand
unlock
the
over 100
point of
rewards.
like putting
These
secrets in a
rewards
battle
showcase
royale.
the past and the future of
Like,
Erangel.
I would love
We've
to
also
explore
added
those things,
corporate
but I'm gonna
missions,
get
which
killed.
allows the
So
community to work
it
together
kind of
towards
makes
goals
the
and
whole
milestones.
secret
As
stuff
you achieve
moot.
these milestones together, you'll be able
Those
to
are in
unlock new
2
rewards.
times speed, but
And
this guy is
also,
on
you'll be able
0.5.
to swap out missions more easily than
Yeah, PUBG
previous,
is everywhere, isn't it?
passes. And you can use BP to continue changing them if you're not up to certain tasks.
Also, I cannot wait to start getting all those unlocks. Chris, season 4 trailer. How awesome was that?
That's actually the first time I've ever seen the trailer. Like I keep hearing about it, and now I finally got to. It looks fantastic, and like I'm really stoked about finding out more about what's going on, finding some secrets and learning some lore.
Why are you guys so crazy about secrets? There's nothing cool about secrets.
In the corner.
Yeah, I hide in the closet. With the shotgun
Everyone
waiting.
here is. Chris is the person that
Yeah, it's older than
you're throwing
Fortnite.
chicken dinner. It's a nightmare. But I know, Kisan, that's not all you've come to share about PUBG today. What else have you got?
Yes, it's one of the things that everyone wanted to have. It's cross-platform play for the console.
Cross-play
Yeah.
for console for PUBG. Like,
it allows Xbox players join the matches and competing with the PlayStation players.
But
It
Fortnite's
will make the
evolution
matchmaking go bigger globally
was what
and
really
also
beat
offer more
PUBG.
competition.
yeah, Chris, like, how is this, like, having
That's
this come-
fantastic. I mean, when we first enabled cross-console play like several years ago,
Mm-hmm.
this is the exact kind of scenario we were envisioning. Just letting the whole global population play together on console with each other. Like, it's fantastic. Super excited to
It's
try
just
it out.
exciting to see the community grow more and more and kind of have more players on PUBG. It's going to be really exciting. And Ray, it's been...
Actually, there's one more thing about the schedule. We are aiming to update cross-platform play on the public test server on the late September. And after a week of beta, we plan to update the live server in early October.
Late September, that's a crossplay is not that far away for us. It's really exciting. I
Awesome.
Can't wait to get involved
That's-
with it.
that's
And
pretty
Ray,
cool.
PUBG has been now here been on console for 2 years now. What else have you got to say to all the players?
We really appreciate the love and feedback all the PUBG community has given us since we've launched.
And on behalf of every people in the PUBG, and thank
Like
you.
I used to play
thank you for
PUBG
playing
on
and supporting
Xbox.
us
Like
and
it's
loving
not
us.
bad.
And
I mean the
see you soon.
controls are a little tricky. I'm just not. It's not my thing.
I'd just say, like, on behalf, I think, of everyone, just thank you for giving us such a great game to play. But thank you so much for joining us today. I personally cannot
You
wait
can
to
play
jump into
the
season
5th best
4.
VR
But now,
game on
over to
all the
Leah with a game
systems.
set in a quaint,
What a deal.
post-apocalyptic winter wonderland.
God, the hot
Thank you,
takes.
Benny. Thank you. Quaint.
Oh, it's not jazzy again.
Use for it. Now to the latest installment of a fan favorite, featuring challenging tactical combat. In Exile's Wasteland 3 brings you to the forefront of the post-nuclear world through squad-based epic, we'll just call them squabbles, shall we? With deep branching storylines and an open world, Wasteland 3 is truly the next frontier. We've got your first look at the new story, combat, and one heck of a ride. For more on the new title, take a gander at this here world premiere trailer.
Rangers, this is the Patriarch of Colorado speaking. Thank you for agreeing to help me. I believe this partnership will be beneficial to both of us.
You will bring my fractious children to heal, while I will ensure the
First best? I don't know. Like
organization. Just be warned.
I think Apex has a large chunk of the market right now, but you know, Fortnite is just so unbeatable, and they're so good at consistently updating and adding new stuff. And even if it ends up being bad, like, it's still something new. Even if their changes end up kicking them in the face, it's, I don't know. But yeah, I think Apex to me is more interesting. Oh yeah, you know what? I actually like Tetris, probably the maybe second or third place. And then you got H1Z1. You got what's that other one? It's not H1Z1, but it's another one that's very similar.
But reach us you must.
It died on Xbox after like a week, I think. I forgot what it was called.
We have a war to win.
I mean, honestly, BR should just be a mode. It shouldn't be a separate game. Like, Apex could be a really cool, like, single player, multiplayer, all this stuff, and then have the BR mode. And maybe the BR is the most successful part of the game, but it would be really cool if more games adopted that. Like, PUBG would be really cool. Fortnite had a really good story mode that I was actually very interested in. That actually looks pretty cool. Not bad.
This kind of like metal flake effect, so it shifts in the light and it seems to change color right in front of you.
It's not too bad.
Super cool. You've also got a gorgeous,
it's better than PlayStation's rose gold crap
that keep you locked in when you're getting those dubs. And the eagle-eyed amongst you might have noticed my t-shirt here. How do you like that?
Wow, you're so cool.
So this is the official Xbox Gear Night Ops camo t-shirt.
You got your glittery camo.
Look at that. So you can finally accessorize your t-shirt to your controller, and this t-shirt will be available to purchase here at Gamescom or online in the US and Canada starting tomorrow. Right, next up. We've got
US and Canada.
This is the Sport Blue Special Edition controller.
I don't know.
As you can see, it's rocking a blue color scheme with a geometric pattern on the top case, shiny metallic accents.
I like the geometric pattern.
D-pad, but best of all for me,
I think that's too much blue.
Grips on the back in a
I need more G Fuel.
I love these grips. They really help you feel.
I know. What about the UK box? You just gotta go to Gamescom and pick one up.
Gaming on Windows 10 PCs and tablets, and 3.5mm stereo ports.
Oh my god.
Plug your headsets directly in. Now,
just drive on the Gemini, mate.
We've got an unboxing video featuring Brenna from the Mixer team and myself.
Just down the street, eh?
Xbox YouTube channel right after this show. So what do you think, everybody? What do you think of new controllers? Slick, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Let's go.
Fans in the audience tonight. And I love that, right? If you, like me, are obsessed with Xbox
They do, yeah, they do look pretty cool. It's too much blue, though. I'd like to customize it a little bit. Maybe have the thumbsticks and the D-pad different colors. You know, like a darker shade of blue.
Literally every single.
But I like the geometric colors, or sort of look to it. Yeah, you can always put skins. Yeah, yeah.
Controller ever made is premiering exclusively on Xbox YouTube and Instagram TV on August 26th. Do not miss that. Now, from a couple of new controllers to a couple known throughout the gaming world for their
yeah, I do like that customization shop that they have for the Xbox controllers. I've never done it though. I'd just rather have the Elite controllers, which are not customizable. Okay, this one looks kind of interesting. This looks like XCOM.
O'Neal. He's been a thorn in my side. And now he says he wants to cut a deal. He doesn't know what's coming.
Like mobster
Back
XCOM.
to the beginning. A week ago, I got into Chicago. As soon as I did, I started handing out my calling card. It wasn't long before I was building an empire and making contacts. I had a few ups and downs along the way. Eddie and Marie fell in love and ran off. And sure, Tammy's the best shot in town. If she doesn't show up drunk, that is. And Jack? No one would mess with Jack.
Whoa!
Old Ronnie didn't take too well to my way of doing business. Now he thinks he's got me pegged.
This just looks like a... I mean, like... It looks cool, but it looks like it should have come out like last generation, you know?
And I got just enough cops to look the other way. Those who work with me are afraid of nothing. I almost feel bad for the guy. He's just a step on my way to the top. But if it wasn't me taking him down, it'd be somebody else. Think you got what it takes?
I could dig this one, though. I think I'm gonna...
Come and get it.
Check that out.
Amazing. It may be their first time on the Xbox stage, but these two great developers have been making waves in the gaming world for years, making some of your favorite games.
At the Square Enix? No, I saw this at Xbox. At the Xbox show at E3.
First of all, the game looks incredible.
Yeah.
And so I believe you've had the idea for quite some time.
Xbox did really good at E3. Like, I still have like this monster list of games. Let me
among other things.
bring them down just a little bit.
So when I grew up in a town in
Yeah, like I have this monster list of games.
There wasn't a lot happening, but this one
Like
place
stuff I was interested in.
it's called The Place.
Like we got
That's its name.
one,
Still is called The Place. And
two.
The Place, was the oldest continuously operating bar in the U.S. Now, whether
Yeah,
it's
about
true or not, I didn't know, but when I
2
started
full
asking my mom
pages
questions,
of
why didn't cops just shut it down?
just reveals and stuff. And there were even more games, but you know.
Well, future game designer, here's how criminal empires are built. So instead, she didn't want to talk about the gray area, and she just sort of pushed me away. But it developed this fascination with criminal empires.
God, Gears 5 is also coming out in September.
And I've always been fascinated with this time period. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, and you guys did like a whole bunch
Word
of research. And I
mode.
think it's like half of the bosses are kind of about half are fictional and half are actually sort of real, based on real people.
Yeah, I think the majority certainly are real.
Yeah.
In fact, John's grandmother,
Oh, man.
great grandmother's in the game.
Hang on.
Was I supposed to say that?
Let me,
Exclusive.
I've said it now. Yeah. So about half the bosses are real, and the other half are fictional characters that are sum up the era.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've done a ridiculous amount of research into it.
That's brilliant. I mean, John, so obviously we've seen a little bit about kind of what the game's like. What's the main sort of player experience like? Going into this game, what am I going to be doing? What are we going to be doing?
Well, it's a strategy game, so there's a lot going on in it. And you have to manage your 4 main resources.
Okay.
Which is your money, your
Okay.
alcohol,
Okay, I'm not
your
good at any of those.
RPCs, and the time that you have.
Okay.
And time's a ticking, and everybody wants to have the biggest empire. Of course, you start at the bottom at the beginning. But you do a lot of things in this game. You make a lot of crazy decisions, such as, you sell alcohol to, say, allies of yours. Well, you could sell some poison alcohol and kill a lot of other guys. You won't be allies after that.
I mean, no.
You can do a lot of really underhanded stuff in this game.
But yeah.
That sounds really fun. And one of these sort of interesting things I was reading about was about the kind of recruitable playable characters. So you've always got, they were saying that they're quite, like, got randomized traits, and then as the game progresses, like, their traits can shift, so they could be a bit more reliable, maybe less.
All right, got it.
Or something.
Well, so you start out.
Paid
let's say
clapper.
You and I are both
Clapper.
playing a game, and we both start out with Tanner. By the end of the game, you're Tanner.
9,000 unread Discord messages. Yeah, dude, I gotta.
Other characters that you recruit to play with her is
Felt like a whole ton
Tanner
of.
could end up being a serial killer. Mine could end up in love.
It won't even go
Things that build throughout the game that are
on my vertical monitor here.
Really interesting. And one other thing I was thinking about was obviously, kind of going to strategy games. Sometimes people are sort of like, oh, I just want to kind of hop in for, maybe I don't want to commit sort of a full.
I just need to like.
You can actually sort of play kind of smaller games. How does that sort of work within the game?
Well, the way we've done it, you can, if you just say, like, this is it, I'm not doing anything for the next many months, you can have a game with all the bosses.
Yeah.
all, like as much of Chicago as you can probably handle, so you can take the full game, or you
You
can
just mark
say
stuff
no
as
to both
red.
bosses and have a quick game.
I do need to go to work at some point.
At some point
in my life.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it looks really, really fascinating. What do you guys think? It looks really fun, huh? Yeah. So, when can these guys get their hands on the game? That's what we want to know, right? When can we play it?
Yeah.
What date? What's the date?
Sorry?
When can we play it?
Spring 2020.
Spring 2020.
Yeah.
So not too long
They're not
away.
giving you a
Fantastic.
specific date.
Thank you so much, Brendan and John,
Thank you.
for joining us and for being here. Now, we've got so much more to come, including, I don't know, a smallish, I don't know, what's that game called? Gears 5? I don't know. There's a bit of a showcase of...
They didn't really talk about much.
Never heard of it.
They just showed off Empire of Sin, which is the gangster
Graduation celebration is in order because
gangster
from the
game.
makers of DayZ comes the next great shoot and loot survival game, and today we're excited to announce it's out of Xbox Game
Don't say
Preview.
Vigor.
Vigor 1.0 officially releases as free
This is another battle royale, and this one's bad. I played. Okay, well I played an early
simply click on the
iteration
link
of
below to get
this,
your hands
so
on that. So
maybe it's
basically just
better,
get ready
but
to shoot loot, look amazing while you're doing it, and build your way to survival success. This is Vigor 1.0.
not interested.
It all happens so fast. Our future was tainted by radioactive dust.
This is not what the game is like.
Norway has become the last stand,
No, this looks cool. Just wait.
crossed by footprints of surviving outlanders.
It's a third-person battle royale. And it's like small. I mean, the maps are decently sized, but it's not large amounts of stuff, you know, and it was extremely laggy. Like, I was killing someone and then they just left. They just like hopped on the boat and left from the dock. And because all you have to do is like get to that checkpoint and like press A or whatever to leave, that's what they did. Even though I had pretty much killed them. Yeah, and you like upgrade your own little base from stuff you find in the Battle Royale world. Yep, that's where people ran away. On that dock. Yeah, and you just sneak around and you try to find loot. And then you try to leave. That's all it is. And there was no co-op. Like, it's a single player battle royale. Like, I don't understand what the appeal is with this game. It was like you don't, or at least that's what it was at the time. You don't play with friends and you just load in. Now, it could have changed since then, but that was my initial, you know, thoughts.
So much games. Now, to a guy who is nice enough to send us his on-camera interview requirements, so, you know,
They showed a lot of great indie games at E3, but yeah, we're not seeing any of it now.
It's a direct email that we stole off the Xbox servers. No joke, right. Dear Inside Xbox, I have a multi-dimensional preparation program which I find is key to setting me up for success. And with enough time, this shouldn't be a problem for the team. My request covers key things like organic snacks, specific climate-controlled room, positive color palette, ergonomic seating, performance socks. What's a performance sock? I sort of want it. And fair trade organic sustainable cold brew from the island of Mauritius. It's thoroughly unreasonable. I mean, I thought my rider was ridiculous, but it's more just to make me not look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. Oh well. Try must. So to catch up with this Xbox mainstay and to find out a bit more, I want to try some of this coffee. We're gonna chuck it over to Charlie. Did he bring
Chuck
any
it over.
I can't see any coffee, Julia. I can confirm.
Chuck it.
I think he might be in his performance socks. Thank you so much. I am here with a guy who is so Xbox, he does insist we call him Greenie. I'm going to ask you for another round of applause because it is, of course, the GM of Xbox Games Marketing.
What's with the gauges, man? Everybody has like massive ears.
Right, I'm going to kick things off with very topical question. It's Gamescom this week, or in Cologne. It's wonderful, but Xbox are really turning up this week. What can fans
Play the
expect from
clips,
the
Julie.
open doors experience and over at the booth?
Well,
Wow.
first I have to say, well played, Inside Xbox crew. You can see we work hard here, but we try to have fun. And so
Show us
you
the
guys definitely
gears.
got me back with that one. Listen, this
I'm
is
excited.
the year of gears. This is the moment people have been waiting for. We know fans are really excited. Just was backstage with Ryan and Rod. They're going to be out here to world premiere Horde, and tons of innovation coming with Horde. This is the biggest gears ever made. And shortly after this show, the opening of Gamescom, opening night live, the first game you will see is world premiere of Campaign. We have an awesome story asset featuring campaign gameplay as well as Kate's story. Rod will be there with Jeff Keighley. So this is a huge, huge day for Gears and Gears fans here with us here and of course around the world.
There's tons more games as well. Yeah, go on. Yeah. Okay. I'll give it that. That's definitely warranted. There's lots of other games as well. If they're heading over to the booth,
Why are you bringing that up? Why are you saying there's lots of other games as well?
400,000 fans come not just from Germany but all over Europe. So we have a
I don't
huge booth. We have
understand.
hundreds of
Like,
games on
you can't let
display.
Gears have their
It's great
moment?
to see fans get first hands on Minecraft Dungeons. First time anyone's got hands on.
This is like the
Fans
All
will be able
Lives
to play that
Matter
in our
thing
booth.
right
We've got
here.
Bleeding Edge first time hands on.
There's lots of other games. All games matter.
The rare teams here, people will be playing Battletoads for the first time. Really, really excited. So nice. The Battletoad fans in the house. And they brought some nice surprises with Sea of Thieves as well. First look at Duo Sloops, and anyone
I don't
that
know
plays
why
Sea
she
of
had to
Thieves this
say
week
that.
Gets the Halo ship
That's such a weird
livery
thing
for
to bring
free
up.
as a bonus as well.
pretty good deal.
It is pretty good, but
People here around at home.
for me, my favorite part of Gamescom is all these people right here, the fans.
Just these.
So while we have a massive booth and we're welcoming those hundreds of thousands of people that come in, this experience here, this huge theater where we're doing this show, the rest of the week is an experience designed just for fans. So to get hands-on, we're gonna have tournaments, we're gonna have panels in a really intimate setting.
I'm back on Thursday doing a Mortal Kombat show, so like, just get involved.
Exactly. We've got a Mortal Kombat tournament. We've got the Mountain coming. I mean,
yeah, we do.
I'm going to try to take that guy down. So, yeah, I mean, let's do it.
Why
So
do I
here
feel like
Thursday,
we're in a
we'll be
pub
streaming
in
that
the
on Mixer.
UK?
People don't want to watch at home. And it's just great to be able to celebrate with our fans.
Absolutely, and it's not going to be the only way this year, is it? There's something coming up in my neck of the woods, I believe, something called XO19. Can you give us as much information as possible about that?
Yes.
Big
If
breath.
you thought what we were announcing and showing here at Gamescom was huge, just wait until you see XO19. What I love about this, it's a
Ooh.
celebration of all things Xbox. It will be the biggest Inside Xbox show of the year. We have tons of stuff we're showing from our internal studios, from third-party partners, a lot of big surprises planned, so you definitely don't want to miss that. Inside Xbox on November 14th, we're doing a 3-day celebration in London at the Copper Box Arena.
In case you missed that,
My
it's
neck of the
November
woods.
14th, by the way, so get that on the calendar. Get your holiday signed off.
And the best part is not only will we have this massive Inside Xbox, but I want to personally invite all of our fans from around the world to come to London and join us. We're going to have thousands of tickets available.
Come to
Only
London.
£19.
Yeah.
We're giving all
not
of the
hard.
money and proceeds to charity. September 24th, the tickets go on sale. You can check it out, xbox.com/XO19. But November 14th, mark your calendars. It's going to be huge.
It is indeed going to be rather long. Yeah. Now, I've got one more thing about XO19 I want to ask you about. If the games and the date and the fact you're coming to London isn't enough, my piece of paper tells me there's going to be a couple special guests there as well.
Well,
Are we flying anyone in?
Yes. Major Nelson will be there.
There we go. Yeah.
Our head of Xbox Game Studios, Matt Booty, will be there.
Indeed he will.
Hmm.
Of course, I will be there, but
The best one! The best one! The best one!
and even the big man himself, Phil Spencer, will be in London for XO19. All of our creative teams will be there. Please join us.
I tell you what, I was can attest you on this. I've literally got a piece of paper of everything you had to say. You smashed it, Aaron.
All right, thank you.
You said absolutely everything, and I think that's
You
pretty much.
smashed it, Aaron.
I am.
It's quite intense in this room. So what we're gonna do is
Make that a new follower alert. You smashed it, Aaron.
Thanks, darling. Also, Aaron, if you,
Aaron.
You need a place to stay during XO19. You just have to share a room with like the Xbox On mascot Pedro the Fish, right? That's the deal. And also bring the scooter along. Right, I'm so jealous. We've just been whizzing around in Cologne on scooters. It's been great fun.
Yeah.
But speaking of diplomacy, the upcoming action RPG Greedfall has already made waves, and it's not even out yet. This epic open world adventure
Red Bull
takes you through the
addiction.
diverse factions on an island.
Yeah, maybe that's what everybody's on.
Nice locals. Now, for the first glimpse, we're getting a glimpse into those characters and relationships that can truly shape the way the game is played. Let's take a look. It's awesome.
Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Focus.
It is said our people lived peacefully until the men appeared from the sea, intent on making our lands their own.
In Greedfall,
Whoa.
the world and your story are ever changing based on the choices you make. You'll enter the island of Tyr Freddy, not to act as an assassin or soldier. First and foremost, you are a diplomat, with all the social powers and status that come with it. You're free to explore every faction's settlement and deal with the powers that govern each. To overcome the challenges ahead, you'll need to befriend members of every faction, some of whom will journey, fight, and talk alongside you.
Your Majesty, I shall present you to the governor. Come.
Princess, Majesty, you are most confusing, but thank you for your help.
Compose your party of 3 from anyone who's joined you so far. But choose carefully. Each companion brings something different to combat. Kurt, your loyal master of arms and mercenary of the Coin Guard Guild, makes for a great frontline warrior. Meanwhile,
Dragon Age 4 Assassin's Creed meets more Lord of the Rings.
specializes in
I'm interested in this game. It's a little, I don't know.
Regardless of who you choose, be sure to regularly switch out and upgrade your companion's equipment and weapons, or you may find yourself overwhelmed in battle. During dialogues and diplomacy, your party members will chime in and react depending on your choices and what's being said.
My son, it is clear this woman has no intention of helping us.
I ask you to forgive these foreigners. They do not know our customs.
For example, Siora is a Tyr Freddy native, fiercely protective of her people's rights. Sides strongly with someone antagonistic to the natives while in her presence, and an angry interruption may force your hand into bloodshed.
Don't tell me that you are going to humor this crazed assassin.
Be sure to pay close attention to your party members' needs. Each has their own story and unique personal quests. Ignoring them for too long may even cause them to leave the party. Petrus is a missionary of Ptolemy with a remarkable way with words and an outwardly fatherly nature that masks deep-rooted ambitions. Vasco, a captain of the Seafaring Naughts, is one of the more secretive, closed members of your party. Spend time with the captain and complete his personal quest line.
What's with the face tattoos? Why don't you just grow a beard instead?
All of your companions, and some
You can't
may
grow a
even
beard, son. Just
Never forget.
You gonna fuck the tentacle tree girl?
Uncertain as the seas that ravaged Tyr Freddy
That's kind of weird.
I'm here.
Kind of weird. Or maybe she's gonna fuck you. Maybe that's.
Can be taken for granted. Ultimately, the choices you make will shape the future of the island.
We didn't want this fight.
And
Oh.
the lives of all upon it.
You are too blind.
No, no tentacle, no tree tentacles. Pre-order now, 10th of September.
Welcome back, everyone. I am up here at the bar with my boys. Gamescom is my favorite part of the summer. And listen, summer is the best time to get on some gaming goodness. And with the Xbox Summer Spotlight sale, it's never been easier to discover your next favorite game. Right now, through September the 10th, get your hands
I'll write
on
it
more
down.
than 60 new titles across the Xbox One family at great prices. Plus, for a limited time, you can earn up to 4,000 Microsoft reward points when you spend $40 on Summer Spotlight.
They have some interesting indie games too, like
Overcooked 2.
Wreckfest
and
looks
bigger on
interesting.
Spotlight,
Kind of a
earning those
demolition
points will
derby.
be a cool summer breeze. There'll be new games
I
added
don't know
every
about
week,
that.
so make sure to check the Microsoft Store every Tuesday and follow Xbox on Twitter so we can keep you up to
Isn't
date
summer
until
over,
after
though?
The boys of summer have gone. Nice little Don Henley reference there for the oldies amongst us. He got it. All right, coming up, we've got Bungie back on the Xbox stage for the first time in years with Destiny 2.
Right now? Can we do it now?
Plus, we'll show you the latest from Metro Exodus with the 2 Kernels DLC and a weapon that is truly on
DLC for Metro,
first,
the game I
it's time
haven't
for another
played.
World premiere trailer. Fans of the Surge, get ready because the sequel has a bigger world,
The
tougher
Surge.
enemies, and the most customizable exo rig ever. Let's take a look.
The Surge. Ooh.
Welcome to the Surge 2. Set in the ruins of a futuristic
This
city,
one's an
you must
underrated
escape
one.
a merciless
I'm
world
excited about
filled
this.
With mysterious military forces, a rampaging cult, and nanomachine monstrosities. You are the survivor of Flight 221.
This is a nice spin on a franchise that's grown stale to me.
Explore the city's intricate
these
and
Dark
desolate
Souls.
pathways to discover hidden paths and shortcuts.
Everything's medieval
Create
and
your
stuff,
character
you
and
know.
survive thanks to your Exo Rig, a powerful mobile machine that gives you increased strength,
Exosuits,
speed, and
robots,
endurance.
like futuristic setting. This really breathes some new life into the
targeting system, you can
into
aim for
the
specific
genre.
body parts. Target
It's
a
pretty
weapon
much
or
all
piece you're
medieval
interested in, damage it,
stuff.
and then use a brutal execution to slice it
Yeah,
off.
I could see some Westworld a little bit.
Like every machine, the exosuit can be tuned, adjusted, and upgraded to your liking.
Yeah, and you have to like cut
Opt
off
for speed
people's
and
limbs.
agility,
Like
or
if you
focus
want a
on
new
taking
arm
powerful
mod,
blows
like
to
you gotta
convert
cut
them
off
into
someone's
energy.
arm and then take that arm and put it on you.
Your exo rig
Lots
is
of
centered around
dismemberment.
your core power, which dictates how much gear you can attach to your suit.
Yep.
Each piece of armor
Morley,
and every
what's up, dude?
implant comes at a cost, so choose wisely. Most pieces of armor you find have both partial and full set bonuses, allowing you to either specialize or hybridize the way you want to fight.
They're getting fancy with the armor.
To further
He
customize
kicked
your
his head
exosuit,
off!
you also have access to implants and injectables. These provide passive and active bonuses to your character, ranging from effects like predicting parry direction to slowing down time. The Surge 2 features 80 weapons across 9 types, such as the dual-bladed twin rig and the brand new transforming double duty. These weapons range from military security batons to jury-rigged homemade spears. Each weapon has unique attack speeds, ranges, and damage types. No warrior can get by with attacks alone. You have a variety of defensive tools at your disposal, each with their own advantages and uses. Dodging
Shield.
is for those who believe prevention is better than cure, and for those who enjoy a more aggressive defense. For more advanced players, you can use either the duck or the short hop to evade high or low attacks. These are followed up by a counterattack, which staggers enemies and
Ooh.
opens them up to a powerful
Oh,
punishing
okay.
blow.
Okay.
Blocking can be used to gain energy, which is the resource used for
Blocking.
injectables and finishing moves.
Yeah, the
A block
finishers
can be
are.
defended if
This
you
is
have
the
enough
Surge
stamina to
2.
withstand the attack.
See, a lot of people didn't pay attention to the
take this
first
even
Surge
further by
game.
using the
A lot of
directional
people
parry,
missed
which
out
rewards
because
a
it
lot
didn't
more
have
energy
co-op. A
and
lot of
leaves
people
even the
judged
tallest
that,
enemies
and they said,
outnumbered.
"Nah, I don't want to play that."
Dodging, blocking,
But this
and
is.
parrying can be
I
used
like
to
this more than
cancel
Dark
animations
Souls,
and
just
to
because the
extend
setting
combos, granting
and the
you a
gameplay
wealth of
is
attack
different.
possibilities that are up to you to discover.
And Sekiro is really good. That's a nice, fresh take
Following
on
you
the
is a
genre.
faithful combat drone, which can
But
be
see,
fitted
you're
with
like,
several
it's
different
futuristic.
modules,
There's
including
robots.
EMP grenades, Gatling cannon,
That's all you gotta do is just change it up a little bit.
industrial magnets,
I don't
and
understand
sniper
why there's like so many games
These
that
can
are
be
all
used
in the
for premier
same.
attacks for
You know,
devastating
it's cool that
combos, as well as
Sekiro
openers
and
finishes to
Neo
your fight.
have stepped into
The
ninja,
drones
feudal
can also be
Japan
used
type
to
stuff.
interact with other players in asynchronous
And then
multiplayer,
this one's kind of in the
attacking areas with
future.
graffiti, or placing a special banner in the world that rewards you if few players find it.
Ooh.
Revenge enemies also appear, powerful foes who have been upgraded by slaying another player. As you get further into the Surge 2, you will discover new implants, new upgrades, new weapons, and new ways
Yeah,
to
this is a
explore,
badass
and
game.
Each of them will be
As
needed to
robots,
rise above
10 out of
the ruins
10.
of Jericho City. The enemies you face will be both man and machine, each bringing a new and
The
deadly
first game was really good.
These are the
We need to
tools at
play
your
through it.
disposal and will be the means for you to overcome every threat. Survive the Surge 2 on
Yeah, and
September
part 2
24
looks good.
on Xbox One.
Oh! Yes! Destiny 2. Shadowkeep.
It's been a while.
Hello,
since
not
we've had
Jazzy.
Bungie on
How
the
are you?
Xbox stage, so I was pleased as punch to be joined today
Not
by
Jazzy.
Game Director Ben Womack and Community Manager
Deej.
Let's welcome them to the stage. Wow. So very excited that you're here
I'm
and
excited
with
too.
us. And I believe today you're going to be talking a little bit about kind of the finisher moves and how these takedowns are going to be affecting the combat of the game, like, because it looks very exciting.
Oh, I'm the most excited about.
I don't know. Have you met Leah?
I'm almost
We
vibrating
have.
with excitement.
Please
Please tell us absolutely everything in excruciating detail. I don't think anyone will mind.
All right, everyone sit down. We're going to half an hour. No. We'll start with finishers are very simply another element of the combat, another tool that you'll be able to take into Destiny combat that lets you finish off an enemy with a flourish when they're at low health. So you're going to see them get this kind of glow and a dot appear over their head, and you're going to rush in by hitting the finisher button, and you're just going to eliminate them right away.
Look at the style.
It's awesome.
That
It
is
feels
amazing.
so very satisfying.
Yeah, and so I see there's one for, there's one for a hunter, one for a warlock, one for a titan. Is there one for every subclass as well within that?
There's different class-oriented finishers,
Okay,
and everyone, when Destiny 2 Shadowkeep launches, will get all 3 of those finishers.
Ooh, very exciting. And what I'm noticing here
Ah.
is while we're playing, obviously we're cutting through a lot of footage here, but it doesn't seem like there's any cooldown between finishes either. You can kind of just, can you rampage through and just finish?
Oh yeah, you can rampage.
Okay.
However, there are more things you can do with finishers aside from just eliminating the enemy.
Yes.
With Armor 2.0, we're taking a lot of customization and RPG elements and inserting them into the action game.
Okay.
So once you start digging that system, more things become possible with finishers. All of a sudden, you can say, hey, I'm going to take my artifact. I'm
Oh,
gonna
they're
earn
showing the
one of these mods
artifacts.
at the end. It's a collectible now. It's not a consumable. And that one right there, probably my favorite one. If you finish an enemy with that mod equipped, you will spawn a heavy ammo brick for your entire fire team.
Whoa.
That's incredible.
But it will cost
Oh, the map.
Oh, okay, that's a heavy cost.
The map?
Don't get everything for free in life.
Okay.
There's always a catch.
Imagine doing that in the raid, though, and you're like,
Assassin's
Well,
Cowl.
see, this is the thing.
Defeating
Now
a
we're
guardian
looking
with a
at
melee
this,
attack.
Like a creepy
Ah, we got a screen clipping!
And yeah, combat mods that sounds like a really good way to, if you want to spice up your gameplay a little bit, you can add a combat mod in instead. Maybe sacrifice a bit more utility, maybe be less selfish is one
Whoa,
thing.
Nightmare
there's also
Hunt?
selfish ones too.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
on, go
no,
on. Yeah,
There's ones that will recharge your health. There's the exotic, the Assassin's Cowl that'll make you go invisible.
Nightmare
so
Hunt?
A lot of play styles open up when you start looking at the finisher mods and putting them around.
Wow, and it just
Oh,
seems
that's
like the whole
Eris's
system is really
gun.
just gearing towards personalization of your character, which
Yeah,
is
we're opening up a whole new world of options that let you build the perfect monster killing machine, as we've been saying in the studio.
Delicious.
So if you have a guardian, or if you have yet to create a guardian, you can create a hero for this game that is really a reflection of who you are. It fights the way you want to fight. It looks the way you want to look. We even just took a look at some of the different options that we have in the game for selecting your difficulty, so that you can go in and you can play Destiny exactly the way you want to play it. You can earn extra rewards for taking bigger risk. If you stand toe-to-toe with your enemies and you use a finishing move, you can, what were some of the things we were talking about before? You can
charge your health, you can go invisible.
Yeah, we're gonna have to like go back and pause this
And
part.
that doesn't come without risk, does it? Are you invulnerable when you do these
You are
moves?
not.
You are not invulnerable.
Oh,
So when you've got that one
delirium.
guy on your fire
Somebody's
team, he just
giving
can't
my
help himself,
delirium
has to
some
do a
love
finishing
there.
move, and then he dies, and you're just, thanks for ruining my flawless run.
Well, it's exciting. You see that glow across
Exciting.
the battlefield, and like, if I get that guy, I can get that rocket, I need it. And so you rush across, and
Can
it's
you
a
do it
risk
on
reward.
the really big bosses?
You can't do it on the really big bosses.
Okay. Oh. I'll accept
You can do it on everything below.
Speaking of personalization, you're also here to talk about what players can do to turn that personal challenge up to 11. Deej, can you tell us the secret to creating the elitist of elite guardians?
I think it's really about making sure that it fits the way you like to fight. So if you're the type of player that likes to get up close and personal with the punching, you know, if you got that Titan sensibility about yourself, there you go, exactly. Finishing moves are going to be exactly the thing that you're going to want to do. If you like to hang back, if you're the sniper, if you're not really into the risk-reward thing, the nice thing is that some of these benefits are shareable across the team. So somebody who rushes in and does a finishing move could drop heavy ammo on the floor to share with their friends. So that Destiny's all about teamwork. It's all about playing with the other people that are on your fire team, getting to know your friends and the way they play. The way you play really complements the way they play. That's the ultimate team right there.
I feel like Listen's going to be really judgmental. I don't think I'm quite up to the challenge. Right? But what do you guys think? Does that sound pretty ace? You big Destiny fan?
The Gate Lord's eye.
Right, that's what we want to hear. So I suppose most importantly, we need to find out when can they get their hands on Shadow Key? Well, I keep forgetting you're so loud every time I ask that question. No one hears me. I'm like, when can we play the game?
Play the game on October 1st.
Okay, so that's not so long. That's not so long. It's
So
well,
far
it's really long for Leah, not so far for everyone.
October will be here in no time.
Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Now, thank you. Now over to Benny with the latest from Metro Exodus.
Okay.
What I'm going to say is I cannot
Metro.
wait for Leah to carry me through a raid. It's going to be really appreciated. But Metro Exodus fans, listen up, because this next announcement is lit. The newest expansion is nearly
please
here,
don't
and
say
it brings
lit.
with it a new story, classic Metro gameplay, and a weapon that is literally fire. In the Two Colonels expansion, we follow Colonel Klebnikov during the last days of life in Novosibirsk. Novosibirsk. I've been trying to say that all day. Right, and everyone is now laughing at me. I got the first
Ha
one.
ha ha, you can speak Russian.
Ah, Colonel Miller's mission to discover the reason for the extinction a year later. And the weapon of choice, well, a flamethrower, of course. If you're new to the franchise or want to relive the Metro saga, including Metro 2033, Metro Last Night, and Metro Exodus, they're all available right now on Xbox Game Pass. Now, let's see that flamethrower in action. It's time for another world premiere. Roll it.
There were quite a few survivors here, until they killed each other off. Looks like that lie in Moscow did work after all. So your father's on a mission? When is he coming back?
I don't know.
Colonel Klebnikov, report your situation. Over.
Metro is good.
Our enemies. Truth may be dangerous. We must carefully choose who we can entrust with it, and who we cannot.
Are you ready to face your maker?
The truth that might scare them must be kept secret for their own good.
Maybe they're saving Gears 5 for the end of this.
All personnel are to evacuate the complex immediately.
We both served the great lie because we both made ourselves believe it was necessary. But now, I can finally look truth in the eye.
Hey, I don't know if you caught that at the end of the trailer, but the Two Colonels DLC is out tomorrow. That is amazing news.
Tomorrow.
Metro Exodus fans, eh?
I completely agree.
Ooh,
but
look at
now,
that
if
green
games have the power to bring
D-pad.
people together, then this next title is the glue to a family of fans, unlike any other.
That's right. Gears of War is a solid gold Xbox classic and has one of the strongest, most passionate, and most supportive communities anywhere in video games. So let's take a look at how Gears has gone beyond the game and built unbreakable bonds of family all over the world.
I think we can find you answers there.
Where are we going?
Back to where it all began.
Gears of War.
Many believe that Gears of War has what it takes to be one of the most successful video game franchises of all time.
since day one. My brother and I just built that strong bond, just like Dom and Marcus did.
Playing Gears of War has changed me because it brought me into a world of looking at games as more than just games.
People that are playing these games now grew up playing these games, and they've seen Marcus and Baird and Dom go through all of the trials and tribulations that they have, and now there's this new generation.
Chills.
And the fans get to grow with the characters.
We're basically minutes away before going on stage in front of millions of people and introduce the world to Gears 5.
I don't think people really give Gears its due for the influence it's had on modern video games.
I felt like you were playing a game, but you were also watching a movie.
Gears fan base is like the most passionate fan base I've ever been exposed to.
They're so warm and welcoming, and they love this game and they're passionate about it. When you meet them in person, it's almost as if everybody knew each other to begin with.
Whether you're in it for the story or the characters or the camaraderie, it's just constantly giving fans something to care about.
You're a goddamn cow! A coward!
And you can tell when a game has a little bit of magic in it, because there's something about it that pulls you in, that makes you go, oh, that is so cool.
I've never wanted a game to come out this badly.
There's nothing else like that.
And the amazing team at the Coalition is working hard to bring you our most ambitious Gears Award title yet, Gears 5.
Legitimate chills. Trying not
Tell
to
us
tear
about
up.
the Horde beta.
Gears community is so special.
Oh, I mean, I think we got a fair bunch of them here, to be honest.
Right.
And now it's come to the time in the show that you have all been waiting for. A first look at Gears 5 Horde mode.
Yes, I am absolutely buzzing for this. Here now is the world premiere trailer for Gears 5 Horde mode.
All right. Horde. The laser grids. Oh yeah, so everybody gets a super, you know, an ultimate or whatever you want to call it. Whoa.
Now you see me, now you
Float Kate. Oh my god, this is gonna be so fun. Hijack Jack.
Oh yeah! Watching every move you enact on. Help me secure the tap. Step is your last one. Forge deployed. Getting closer. Make a wrong move and it's game over. Let's go. Here they come.
Ooh, there's some new creatures in here. Oh, berserkers are back! Love the berserkers.
Play 4 days early with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
I might just keep clapping. I think I'm never going to stop clapping.
Just how we like
Should I
it.
just clap
like
through the
it
next
says.
segment? Well, in that we saw gameplay, ultimates, and, sorry Graham, but one very badass looking drone.
Yes, mate.
But before we bring the coalition to the stage, Xbox's Catalina Macedo caught up with the team to take a deeper look into Horde for Gears 5.
Ooh, yeah, I want more details.
I'm Katarina and I'm here at the Coalition Studio. Today I'll be talking with studio head Rod Ferguson and multiplayer design director Ryan Pleven about the upcoming Gears 5 Horde mode. Just being here at the studio, you can really feel the excitement and the passion that went into this game and this mode. So let's go check it out.
We always talk about co-op as cake and not icing, that co-op is central to what it is to be Gears. And so I feel like Horde is sort of a really large expression of that with 5-player co-op.
5 players.
Everything started with Gears 2 Horde. It was lightning in a bottle. It was,
Yeah, it was.
you know, what people look back on as the defining defensive game mode through all of games. It was the idea that you were going to be doing this as an endurance run, as a 3-hour epic experience, and a mode like without any cutscenes, without any, you know, character development, without any story, had to hold people's attention for 3 hours. And with Gears 5, what we feel that we've done really is almost the complete realization of what Gears 2 set out to be.
The big thing for us now is this idea of ultimates. There's basically characters used to be just defined by the weapons they carried, and you were all the same. You just looked kind of different, and you know, because you all could carry the same weapons. But now every character has its own ultimate ability, its own
That's insane.
special ability it can bring to the game that changes how you play.
You could look over and see Kate trying to gather power, and you know that she has an ability to turn herself invisible, so you don't need to worry if she gets in a tough fight.
There's also
So
really
she
big thing
stays
called
invisible
taps now, which
as
are
she
these
kills.
energy geysers that show up around the map, because generally when you find in Horde, you would like lock in on a particular place and you would defend from that place for the entire 50 waves. Now, in order to get as much power as possible, to get as strong as possible, you actually have to like move and expand your base to go and capture those energy taps. And every 10 waves, once you beat that
I like
boss,
this idea.
a new energy tap appears and you have to go and capture it. So it's really changed the dynamic where now it's much more aggressive than it was in the past.
For the first time, your character will start with all the cards that they've already equipped, but they will then increase the power of those cards and increase the power of their core abilities over the course of the game. And that progression is then reset, and you can do it again the next game. And this means that every game feels fresh. If you can try a different combination of perks that work with your cards in a specific way.
Seeing people make a certain build, like here's a Kate build, I use these cards with these perks, and here's a Dell build, and I think it will be really exciting to see them mix and match and see these different playstyles come together.
One of the things that we've done that is subtle but super important is that whenever you pick up power, which is the currency in Horde, that power gets equally distributed amongst everyone. And that means that if you see some power on the ground, everyone will want you to pick it up.
Okay.
And then we've added stuff
That's
to
a
give more
better
information to
approach.
the players, and things like health bars over bosses and mini bosses, and so
Health
those little
bars are
feedback
good.
mechanisms, and it allows you to play differently because now I can see that the mini boss is on very little health, so I can go like, I'm gonna get aggressive because I know I can do it, or I can see, oh, they still have a lot, so I'm gonna hold back.
To take characters and push them even further, we've added Jackbot as a playable character inside Horde. It's one of the most pivotal roles on the battlefield.
I just
Jack
wonder.
Can fly anywhere on the map. He move really quickly, faster than anybody else. He can heal people, repair things. Really, he's the jack of all trades, and you really want him to be your best buddy. Over time, we're going to add new characters, and with each character we add, the meta will change. We will have different combinations.
New character,
of strengths. We'll
new
have different
ability.
team compositions that will be beneficial to certain kinds of players. Every time we add a new character and every time we add a new map, what we hope to see is the Horde community come together to explore this space and show us what the best combination of characters is.
All right.
And so that idea of finding
All right.
people who know how to balance the classes, know how to balance the characters, and know what the objective is and what you're trying to do, and everybody's playing together in lockstep with each other, there's nothing more special than having that alignment and succeeding on that goal.
So it's really, by far, from our point of view, the most intense, engaging, action-oriented, fierce, epic defensive mode there is in video games.
I really like that Horde creates a dependency where you work together as a team, and you can be successful kind of, lone wolfing it, but not as successful as coming together. It's sort of our motto for the studio. We always say, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. And that's true for Horde as well.
It's been so exciting to be here today. As a Gears fan since Gears 1, I cannot wait to get my hands on the new Horde mode and all the new features. If you are a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, you can get Gears 5 on September 6th. For everyone else, the game will be available on September 10th.
Yeah, so I've been doing the Game Pass for a little while now. Since it went on sale for $1.
Now, can I get a huge round of applause for Rod Ferguson and Ryan Cleveland for joining us here on Inside Xbox.
Thank you so much for being here, guys. It is a pleasure.
I've got to ask, first of all, right.
Got to ask, mate.
Can you tell us a little bit more about those? Because they look amazing.
Yeah, the ultimates, each one of them is unique to the character. They're really something that we see like both defines them as well as creates a really great relationship with the team. We've got Kate going invisible. We've got JD that could call in like a giant artillery strike. We've got Dell who can summon trackers to help him out. Each one of them, you're going to have to find the character that works for you. And
I like the invisibility.
And they're per character, so it's not on a per role thing. So even if you have multiple engineers, each different character will have their own ultimate, so you can still mix and match.
That's cool.
I think that's one of the great things I'm excited about is all those different play styles that you can find to kind of suit your personal play style.
Yeah, that's one of the things that like we were talking about. Like this is probably the deepest horde we've ever done, even though it's still super accessible. But the deepness allows you to go in and set your skills, what character you want will give you your ultimate, but also that when you're collecting that power, you're not just feeding the engineer. Like in Gears 4, you're basically collecting power to get the engineer to build. Now you have perks, which you can go in and say, oh, I want to do more damage. I want to do more headshots. I want more ammo. I want more health. So as you're playing, you have this in-game progression.
That's kind of cool, a little dome.
You are in the moment, and so you have out-of-game progression.
This with the X-ray vision, that's insane.
It sounds like you can go like mad with theory crafting with that. Just like
and being able to shoot through walls.
Yeah, these four teammates and
Yeah, it'd be cool. But talking about accessibility, one of the things you talked to us about in Vancouver is all the different difficulty settings players are going to have access to. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, one of the big things for us is realizing that Gears was going to be day and date in Game Pass and Ultimate Game Pass was that we realized we're going to have a bunch of people maybe who've never played the game before. And so we wanted to create a lot more accessibility to the game, and whether that's accessibility features in terms of how you control. We have things like single stick control, ability to turn off camera shake, and all those sorts of things. But even also from the point of Jack was created from a perspective of being accessible, because maybe some people maybe who aren't as good at Gears. But the idea of like going into cover and pixel.
That's an interesting enemy type.
Like Jack doesn't have that. Jack floats above cover. Jack does area of effects attack. So if somebody who's just new
that
to the
reminds
game,
me of the
they can come in
Krill
as a support bot
in
and
the first Gears.
They can heal you. They can keep you buffed up. They can go and repair stuff. They can pick up weapons. For
Yeah,
you.
they're giving us a deep dive on Gears.
Shotgunning. They can actually just be part of your team.
And we really wanted to make them like a really critical part of the team. It wasn't just about having like a support class that sort of stands at the back and does nothing. Jack is super critical. We really wanted to envision him as your best buddy, as like your best friend. Like each of the other classes, I want Jack.
This is exciting, having Jack. Oh, and then you get to play as one of them. When you hijack.
Like he has this we call it hijack. Yeah, because we're big about puns in Vancouver.
Then you get to
so
play
hijack
as one of them.
It basically shoots a dart into an enemy and then takes control, so it possesses that enemy.
That's
so if you have something coming at you like a Scion with a boom shot, you can take it over, and now Jack player becomes a Scion with a boom shot and can help destroy the enemy with that.
That's so cool.
Everyone's just going to want to be Jack's best friend. It's like, trust me, I'll take you out for dinner. Don't worry about it. Just follow me around in Gears. Exactly. We'll be good.
Doesn't sound like quite enough glory for Benny, unfortunately, though. With that in mind, what sort of sets Horde mode in Gears 5 apart from the previous iterations? You obviously told us a lot already, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's probably there's really a bunch of big differences. One is the ultimates. The other is this power tap that Ryan and the team came up with, which is probably you better explain.
So like we've added the power taps, which you saw in the video, which really add an element of territory control. We wanted to make Gears 5 not only
because
the
it was kind
deepest,
of
but
boring
also
how you had to
provide
just
other ways
secure
to be
one
successful
side of the
by
map,
building
one area.
fortifications. So the power taps appear every like 10 waves after you kill a boss. And that means that you have to really understand whether you want to move your base or just let it go. They're optional. However, they do provide a ton of power to power up
Move
your
or
perks, to buy
expand.
fortifications with. So if you decide to leave them alone, it's at your own peril. However, if you're ambitious and your team knows what they're doing,
I'm
they
very
can slowly
ambitious.
expand their base to control more territory for more
Yeah,
rewards.
I would want to
Now
control
from
more.
software to hardware. Got it? Because of the hoodie. At any rate, let's take a closer look at something Gears fans everywhere are sure to salivate over. It's the limited edition Gears 5 Xbox One X. We recently caught up with some of the minds behind the design. Take a look.
I always want Gears.
I've never been able to afford buying like a new console just for
and
looks.
storytelling in the hardware, and that was the hard part for us. Is like, okay, what are we doing with this? What story are we telling? How we make it feel premium? And that was the biggest challenge.
When we were designing the console, we imagined that Kate was walking across a frozen lake, like the one that you see in the E3 trailer, and something in the ice catches her eye. and she leans over and clears a patch of snow, and she sees a reflection of the Omen looking back at her. In reality, there are electronics in this console. There's no way we can put, you know, an Omen 2 inches inside of it. So we had to create an optical illusion that would make it look like there was an Omen trapped underneath the ice.
That's kind of cool.
Express the idea by
Wow,
laser
that
etching
actually
these
does
ice
look cool.
cracks around the Omen. We've never laser etched that much before. I mean, the laser etching is all over the console. The ice is cracking all over the console. Theming the controller after Kate Diaz was really a natural because she's like
wow.
That
okay, that actually does look cool.
She is exploring this Arctic environment. She wears an Arctic armor, which is new in the game.
I like this Arctic stuff. That's kind of cool.
With in terms of accessories and hardware, we wanted to family with what the console is going to look like. And so we were able to work with Seagate on some amazing 5 terabyte and 2 terabyte drives that look basically like mini versions of the console.
Ooh, I could get one of those.
And we worked with Razer on like keyboard and mouse. It's one of the first, I think, wireless keyboard and mouse for the console, and then get a whole family of products that all fit together.
So working
Keyboard
with
and
Rod
mice
is
for the
an awesome
console.
experience every time. He understands how to point out the meaningful moments that we can really pick up on as industrial designers and bring.
It'd be
into
nice
the
to be able to
physical
just
world.
buy that
We always walk away from
faceplate.
these design collaborations with him feeling like this product is so authentic. Like it couldn't be any more authentic because it's so closely tied to all of our conversations with him.
That does look cool. Yeah, they just briefly mentioned keyboard and mouse, and I was like, I mean, because you can use keyboard and mouse, but it's very, it's just for the console menus and stuff, or it's very game specific. It's specified by developers.
A bit more about that. So the first time we're coming to Steam, and today you can start pre-ordering today for Gears 5 on Steam, and there'll be crossplay, so it's gonna be awesome.
Crossplay. Love it.
I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pre-order on Steam.
Not the only partnership news for Gears today, Rod. Rod, please.
Yeah.
That way I can download on my Xbox as well.
So, we talked about the Ultimate Edition. We talked about being Ultimate Game Pass. We really didn't really talk about what you get for doing that. So we're really happy to announce that we're actually putting in 2 characters from Halo Reach are going to be coming to Gears of War.
What?
So we have Kat and Emil.
What?
So they're going to be coming, and they have their own roles.
And the Terminator.
And Escape and Versus, and you're going to have their own ultimates. You want to talk about the 2 ultimates?
Yeah, so we really tried to be very authentic to Halo while still making it kind of integrate into the Gears world. So we've got the drop shield on Emil, and that we looked at Reach and we wanted to make something that Halo fans would really recognize as a true drop shield. And then we've got the hologram on Kat, and it's she's the subterfuge expert, and so she's gonna distract the enemy while everybody else goes and does something else.
And it's the
We
same
get some
actor.
footage?
So we went out and we got the
no
original
way.
cast, and so after a decade, we brought him back into the booth and we recorded.
Oh, they got the cast.
It's just small details, and you know what? We've got a video that shows off exactly that.
Yes.
Check it out. Looks amazing.
Whoa, no way.
Activating drop shield.
Deception is my specialty.
You're safe.
I'm here.
Oh.
Like, it just looks amazing. Every time I've seen it, I've gone, that looks sick.
It's just natural.
And it's nice that it goes beyond the characters. As you can see, they got custom weapon skins, custom banner, custom mark, like all the customization stuff that we have with it as well is really cool.
Yeah, I cannot wait to kind of like get my hands on with them. But we've been talking
I mean, it's easy for this because it's
a clothing
2 Microsoft franchises.
Literally have to peel it off. Please, Benny, wear something else.
It's difficult with other games that are not.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working with the folks at Bathing Ape to create they have an ape line that we've
Not
got
their
a tease
property.
of at E3 with our blue.
Yeah.
And you can see we're doing it as in-game as well, so that blue is coming to inside the game.
Oh, that's kinda neat.
You can wear as part of a case of sort of, the camo outfit. And then we actually do a physical line, which is going to be in red now, or red camo, which is going to be for sale at the Ape stores and at I think it's Xbox.com here.
Stay there.
I'm just wondering, I just want to get my hands on it. I hear a red one, I've got a blue one.
Red camos. is cool.
The set.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool, and it's a different styles than what you saw from the blue at E3, and different designs. And so I was intending to bring it with me today, but you know, customs is fun. So you know,
it's probably a good job you didn't.
It wouldn't have made it out of here. I'm going to be honest.
Although I do enjoy the Canadian uniform you're wearing for me, so I appreciate that. It's very much appreciated.
You know, I'm going for the red theme already. Right? I just need the hoodie.
You need a bigger beard, though, if you're going to go lumbersexual. You need a bigger beard.
It doesn't grow. I tried. But also, the streetwear lover in me.
No, nothing Halo yet.
Gears and Bathing Ape. How can I
don't know that they're gonna bring anything up.
It's not here.
No, it's not. No, they have their stores like in New York and LA.
Yeah.
Again, they'll be limited on the Xbox Gear store, and then again, you can get it in game.
All right, amazing.
I'm just gonna wear matching hoodies in game.
That's gonna be it.
I'm very excited. Rod, you might be done on our stage, but you're going straight to the Gamescom opening night broadcast. Can you tell us what's going on?
Yeah. So you know, since E3, we've heard a lot of people asking about like, but what about the campaign? You know, we're going to talk about Escape, we're going to talk Versus, we're going to talk Horde, which we were doing. People want to know about campaigns. So
2 p.m. Eastern.
Jeff Keighley,
That's not far.
A new story trailer. All real-time cinematics is all from the story from the game itself, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Gears.
That's at 1 p.m. my
I'm just gonna
time.
ask everyone in here, can we just get a huge round of applause to the Gears? It looks amazing.
So we're about an hour and a half out from that.
Right, just thank you so much for joining us. All right, and I think it's safe to say we cannot wait for September 10th when Gears 5 officially launches. And don't forget, Gears 5 Ultimate Edition launches September 6th, included on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I am so excited. So
Xbox Game Pass.
I think I'm going to be there.
Of course.
But that's all from us here at Gamescom. Remember, the fun continues next month with more inside
Not bad.
on September 24th.
And keep up with everything Gamescom when Xbox On goes live on mixer.com/XboxOn Tuesday and Wednesday starting at 5 p.m. British Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern and 6 a.m. Pacific. We'll also have new Gamescom videos going live on youtube.com/XboxOn each and every day this week. And of course, you can also follow Xbox on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you know, everything for all the latest Xbox news.
Plus, mark your calendars because XO19 takes over London on November 14th. Fans can look...
Amazing!
Fans can look forward to new announcements, new releases, and of course, all the latest from Xbox.
Thank you very much from all of us here in Cologne. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much, everyone.
That's cool. Dig it. It's a gun launcher. Nice. All right, so takeaways from the event. We got Blair Witch on August 30th, Control on August 27th. They didn't actually talk about Control, but that's coming soon, so that's on my list. Empire of Sin in spring 2020. Greedfall September 10th. Surge 2 September 24th. Gears 5 September 6th if you're on Game Pass. September 10th if you're not on Game Pass. You can buy Gears on Steam. Let's see. So Google Stadia at 7 p.m. CEST. Well, let's have a look, because we got about an hour and 20 minutes until the opening night. So, let's have a look here. But yeah, some pretty interesting stuff. Plus the Destiny stuff. We're gonna have to take a quick look at some of that and maybe like screen cap some of that, because they showed some of that stuff like briefly. So I'll probably actually open up the video again. How was it really only
that lets you
2
finish
minutes?
off an enemy with a flourish when they're at low health. So you're going to see them get this kind of glow and a dot appear over their head, and you're going to rush in by hitting the finisher button. And you're just going to eliminate them right away. There's Destiny 2 Shadow.
The thing here is while we're playing, just
Oh, yeah.
finish.
Skip.
Fact,
Oh,
as you start
wait.
digging that RPG
Wait.
start digging that system, more things become possible.
Wait, go back.
More things become possible.
Lasts until the end of Season of the Undying. Okay. Oh, come on. Don't be showing my secrets. Let me go to Do I have like a screenshot folder? Artifact. Yeah, the Google Stadia looks good. I'm interested. Oh no. There we go. So that's a little bit.
All of a sudden, you can say, hey, I'm going to take my artifact. I'm going to earn one of these.
See, that is cool right there. I'm gonna post some of these screenshots in the Discord.
These mods at the end. It's a collectible now. It's not a consumable. And that one right there, probably my favorite one. If you
Okay, so once we've done that, we're actually able to let me hang on. All right, so we're able to, once we've created that, oh my gosh, quit it.
you finish an
And then we come over here. We show the mod. This is cool stuff for Destiny.
enemy with that mod equipped, you will spawn a heavy ammo brick for your entire fire team.
Wow, that's incredible.
But it will cost.
All right, let me go back.
That's incredible.
Right there. Cooperative 1 to 3 players. Okay, so that's the strike. Nice. Okay. But then after that, they showed this.
But it will cost half of your super.
Oh, okay, that's a heavy cost as well.
Cost half of your super.
There's always a catch.
Imagine
Defeating a guardian with a melee attack or a combatant with a finisher grants invisibility and restores a portion of health and shields. Assassin's Cowl. So we actually saw a brief like screen capture of this in when they were showing like all the guardians and all the different armor stuff from over the years. They showed us this hood here.
I'm doing that in the raid though, and you're like, oh yeah.
Well, see, this is
Right?
the thing. Now we don't have heavy ammo since we've,
Okay, so Nightmare Hunt. And it looks like there's multiple locations where these take place. Complete any Nightmare Hunt activities. All difficulty tiers grant progress. Yeah, so we're definitely going to have some cool stuff that we're going to be posting in the Destiny channel of Discord. For those of you.
I'm a big fan of that. Thank you. And yeah, combat mods.
And we got
That sounds like a really good way to, if you want to spice up your gameplay a little bit, you can.
I'm gonna wait till he highlights Legend.
A bit more utility.
See what the max. Okay.
Maybe be less selfish is what I'm thinking.
Champions Overload Barrier.
Oh, okay, go on. Yeah,
There's ones that will recharge your health. There's the exotic, the Assassin's Cowl that'll make you go invisible. So a lot of play styles open up when you start looking.
Okay. Oh, come on. It's got field prep.
Into finisher mods and putting them around.
Oh, wait. Let me go back. One frame. Okay. Damn, that does look cool. So that's the gun that we saw. I believe that's the gun that we saw Eris Morn wielding. Okay, cool.
The finisher mods and putting them around.
Yeah, I dig it. Okay, so let's go.
We'll start with finishers are very simply another.
Survive the horde. What is that? Metro Exodus to Colonel's DLC. The Ghost Recon stuff looked pretty cool as well. Got to see a little more on Greedfall, which, seems very interesting that you're playing as a diplomat instead of like an assassin or something, or instead of but yeah, the Ghost Recon Breakpoint, the battle royale looking thing, that's not really looking great for me. That's not really something I care about, unfortunately. That's a thing. We got Idris Elba in NBA 2K20, which is weird. Yeah, so cool stuff. Yep. That's pretty neat. Okay, so anything else that we're pulling from this? The Halo Reach characters look really cool. The different supers that they showed off in Gears 5. The different characters that we have, like Jack, for Horde mode, has me pretty excited. Yeah. I think we got some pretty cool announcements. I'm probably going to take a short break for an hour. We will come back and see what tonight's show is about. I think if they are going to show Halo, it would be tonight, but I don't know if it's in any shape for them to show anything. I don't know what you would expect other than maybe some sort of cutscene or for them to just make some sort of like brief throwaway announcement. Because they did just have the creative director leave, right? So that's a pretty big problem. So unless they already had something set up and ready to go, and unless the game is further along, I wasn't really expecting them to have much to show about Halo. As excited as I am about it. Beyond that, we might get an inside look at Gears. They might talk more about when they're gonna drop a Horde beta on us, because they did say that that's coming at some point. Which, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they announced something like that tonight. What else? We might get some more Destiny stuff. They might dive in, give us a deeper, longer look at that. I'm expecting more coverage of pretty much all the games that we saw this morning. But thank you guys for hanging out. Let's see if there's someone we can raid real quick. Because I'm gonna take a little hour break. I'm gonna grab some lunch, and we might come back and watch the well, I guess it's evening over there at Gamescom, so we'll call it that. But for me, it's only gonna be like 1 in the afternoon. So we'll do that, and then we'll go from there. So thank you guys for watching. Let's go ahead and raid. I'm gonna raid our good friend Olaf. So let me quickly set this up here. You guys wanna come with? She's been playing some Minecraft this morning, so why don't we swing by and see what's going down? All right, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. We'll be back in approximately an hour with some more Gamescom coverage. Take care. We'll see you.